Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, 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 don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, just let me be blunt. My speech in the morning, nothing but grunts. With no coffee, that's as dangerous. On a scale from 1 to 10, I rank it that girl from Stranger Things. And if you get what I'm saying, my attitude be mad flagrant like I'm Draymond. But you ain't get the picture, BFP. So I'm gonna keep pushing on you, GNC. It's like, yeah, the first thing on my mind is when that hot coffee gonna seep into the coffee grind. It's like some magic's floating all in the air. Toss some ice cubes in my cup, it's a good day. All I gotta say is that it's starting in a good way. It's time for working and I don't even care. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, 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 don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, we start fresh, that's how it's gotta be. Everything starts back with your coffee beans. If it's cold brew, then it's gotta be coarse. Don't get the cart ahead of the horse, start learning the course. But of course you can disregard, and don't at me if it gets too hard. When it's my time to drink, man, it's always on hand. Drink from a cup or a bottle, even a can. You never know when you're craving a hit. It could be in the bathroom while you're taking a with flair, I'll say he ain't got nothing on it. When that coffee hits my lips, it's a seance. Feeling real super with the cape on. Anything I'll take on. This cup of coffee, yeah boy, this is the shit. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, 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 don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, Third verse, so I guess that's where I talk about how we might be addicted in a roundabout kind of way, or how you say, a dependency that's in my life, and I'm proud to say it's filling me with way more energy than I'll ever need, keeping me up for things I thought I'd never see. Time's gonna kill us all one day, whether old age, illness, or from listening to Coldplay. F that noise, my beloved love, drink all the coffee, chuck.
All of you beautiful nerds from around the world, and welcome to the morning stream here on the Den of Nerds Live, the very best way to start your nerdy day. On today's show, I'm going to explain to you why we are a DC channel now. No more Marvel Mondays, it's DC Mondays. It's DC Tuesdays, it's DC Wednesdays, it's DC every day. Because DC Fandom was hella fun, dude. DC Fandom was hella fun. In all seriousness, we're going to be breaking down, of course, what's going on with DC Fandom. I also do want to talk about how Feige could respond. There were also some things that came out late last week about how Feige is planning to respond to Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton in The Flash, the multiverse via DC, and how Feige plans to implement that and change things up for the MCU. And we're saving time for plenty of Q&A. I imagine we'll do a very long Q&A today because there's so much to talk about. Before we get into any of that, let's say what's up. Let's say good morning to all the people coming on in here. Stormy's in the building. Dan the Man is here. David Nations, Andre Taylor, Mr. Deeds, Justin Simone, Whiskey, Steve equals MC, WMW, Jamie Williams, Sean Seacrest, Boss Keon, Superior Hero Reviews, Marvel Maniac, Aaron's here, Bryson Burke is here, Jeffrey Mornings, Adam G, Landon Dubes, Kerchief, Ryan H, Mike Willis, Danny Dade, died? Sorry. Bashti's here. Lord Vito, Zach Nations, Andre Taylor, Michael Willis, Mike Porter, my favorite Porter, Burke the Nerd's here, Landon TLB, Kendall's in the building, Russell's here, Brian K. Holy cow, Star Wars Santa's in here. Night 1223. A lot of beautiful people, a lot of nerd vengers. What is up, everybody? Yo, Chet, pull that music back just a little bit, baby. Just a little bit. Pull it back, pull it back. All right, cool. Show notes! I need to talk to you about what's going on this week. Guys, first of all, and most importantly, this Wednesday, it has come down to this. It is the finals of the Nerd Card Showdown. There could be a second finals. I know, you're like, wait, what? How could this be? Well, you see, it's the Chet Boys for Life versus the Ultimate Nullifiers, guys, but here's the deal. The Chet Boys have to beat the Ultimate Nullifiers not once, but twice. And so it is possible that the Chet Boys will be nullified this Wednesday, and the Ultimate Nullifiers will be the champions of the first season of the Nerd Card Showdown. But we could push to a game 2 if the Chet Boys for Life take it down. That's also going to be very, very cool, so check that out. Also, lots of good videos coming out on the main channel, on the regular channel for folks, and that's really, really cool, so make sure you're over there. And also, a lot of people here don't know about the Nerdvenger members, okay? So, Nerdvenger membership, if you want to join the membership, it helps the channel out, helps support us, and you get some very juicy behind-the-scenes stuff. Okay, you get some content behind the scenes, you get some posts behind the scenes. I have some big stuff to announce and show you guys this coming weekend for the Nerdvengers. So thanks to all the Nerdvengers, and if you are curious, you want to help support the channel, check out the join button next to the subscribe button down there. Okay, that's pretty much the show notes. Now look, here's what I want to know. Here's what I need to know. How did you guys feel about DC Fandom overall? Out of 10, give me your score for DC Fandom. How hype was it for you? How much did you enjoy DC Fandom? Give me a score out of 10, chat. I need to know. I must know. Okay, let's see. We got 6, 10, 8 out of 10, 10, 8. 9.9, 9, 10, 8.57. A lot of high scores here. 7 is about the lowest I've seen. I think I saw a 6 in there. 7.5, 6, 8, 10, 10, 8. There was a little too much fluff and filler. 8 out of 10. 10 watching. 9. Wow. Really positive scores, man. Really positive scores. 6. I think 6 is the lowest I've seen. I do. I think 6 is the lowest I've seen. So here's the deal. I personally score it as a 7, but here's the thing about it. Here's the thing. Like, it's a 7, but really, give them a lot of like the benefit of, you know, it being their first time of doing this. Just in general, like, pretty incredible what they pulled off. It wasn't like constantly entertaining throughout the whole thing. I felt like some of the panels were a little bit weaker. I didn't personally like how they kept going back to the Wonder Woman 1984 cast to, like, I don't know. They just kept going back to them, and it's all just a love fest over there. And I thought that was kind of cringe. I thought whoever the dude was that played the guitar guy, super cringe. Should not have been in there. But overall, like, what do you really want? Do you really want, like, just mind-blowing stuff one after another for 8 hours? That would have been pretty exhausting. You know what I mean? It would have been exhausting. And so I give them a lot of credit. I give them an 11 out of 10 for the effort put forward and for this. This really did change the game, I think, in a lot of ways. In all seriousness, we're going to talk about Feige in a little bit here. We're going to talk about the MCU. If I was Feige and I was the MCU sitting back and watching this, I would have been horrified. Horrified. This thing took over the weekend. Some of the most trending videos, reactions, social media explosion. You know, on Saturday when we were in it, it was hard to see, like, how much of an impact was this making? Guys, this was massive. It was absolutely massive. So, this was a huge, huge event for DC. I mean, I believe the Batman trailer is now the second most upvoted trailer ever on Reddit, only behind Avengers Endgame. So many memes out there, so much out there about, you know, where's Marvel been? You know, Marvel fans, like, do something. I saw one of my favorite memes was somebody poking Marvel Studios with a stick. Do something. They didn't do anything, dude. You know, we all assumed that Feige would maybe come out and try to do something smooth. We don't know if that was ever on the table, but I got to tell you, man, if I was him and I started to see what was going on with DC fandom, I would have kept it in my pants, man. Would have kept it in my pants because they brought that noise. They brought that noise 100%. So, overall, an incredibly successful weekend for DC and Warner Brothers. I felt like they had people talking about stuff that they wanted people to be talking about. They were mostly avoiding things that they didn't want people to talk about, which was cool. So overall, just gotta, you know, tip of the hat. Tip of the hat, ladies and gentlemen, to DC and the whole team over there. I thought it was very, very impressive. The hope, of course, is that this will be emulated, that Feige will do a version of this. You know what I mean? Like, that would be dope. I don't know, guys. Maybe sometime next year, like maybe by next year, they'd be able to figure that out. And then there's a lot of rumors also about Star Wars and Star Wars Celebration doing a virtual con. Well, look, man, you know, say what you will for DC FanDome. It functioned. The website worked. It streamed all day. It was a constant stream of content. There were some panels you could check out of, you know, and I thought was great because we could just chat together, you know, which by the way, everybody that showed up on Saturday, you know, it was a big, big stream for us. Probably the biggest stream we've ever done on this channel. And up there with some of the streams we've done on the main channel. You know, it was up there. So it was a massive stream. I had a blast. Thank you to each and every one of you that showed up. It was a great time. So, I don't know, guys. I would really like to see Marvel and Star Wars adapt to this new idea here. And I give DC a lot of credit. A lot of credit for what was going on. Now, before we just talk about all of the DC stuff, and we will, you know, and I want to just get into Q&A and chat about all of this. I do think it's curious, and I think it's worth getting into, that the Michael Keaton stuff and the Ben Affleck stuff were completely absent from DC FanDome. You know? I do think that's pretty interesting. So, it's official as a whistle. I mean, it's coming from the trades. Like, it's official, right? But no mention of that in the Flash movie panel. You know, nothing. No mention of Affleck coming back at all. I mean, he was at the Justice League, Zack Snyder's panel, but it didn't really seem like it was just run of the mill. That felt very standard to me. You know what I mean? Standard kind of panel. So it's interesting that stuff hit the trades and came out before FanDome. And I think what it really shows, guys, is that FanDome was created in advance in a lot of ways. This was something they'd been working on for months and months and months, and they pulled it all together kind of beautifully. But there were some newer things that were happening behind the scenes that they didn't work into the paneling. And so what's crazy is, if you really think about it, DC came out and kind of demolished and crushed, totally controlled the weekend. There are some people reporting that even the Mandalorian stuff it's possible that Disney and Star Wars looked at what was going on and they pulled the plug on the Mando stuff. That they didn't want to compete with DC this weekend. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. What a come-up story. You know what I mean? Like, what a come-up story. DC went from the laughing stock of pop culture, comic book, superhero stuff to the point where I wouldn't be afraid of going weekend to weekend against any DC movie if I was another studio. We went from that reality to Disney's supposedly getting out of the way. Like, oh shit, Baby Yoda? No, protect the baby. Protect the baby from Punisher Batman. We don't want to compete with Punisher Batman. And don't worry, we'll get there, baby. We'll talk all about emo-ass Bruce Wayne and all that. So, impressive, dude. Impressive. Now, when it comes to Feige, let's talk about this a little bit. So, Grace Randolph reported, and this was late last week before we got to any of the really juicy stuff with FanDome and everything like that. Okay, Grace reported, or actually, she just kind of tweeted about it, that Feige is now super interested and actually doubling down and desires more than ever to outdo what DC is doing with the multiverse in Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. Apparently, every single Marvel movie that has ever existed, ever, is on the table. That he is trying to connect with these different actors to reprise their roles. Now, we had been speculating a lot about this already as a community, okay? We had been speculating that this was something that was going to happen. I had assumed it would be happening heading towards Secret Wars. And then, you know, if you just look at what happened, like, he met with Patrick Stewart. Like, why is the dude meeting with Patrick Stewart? He took meetings with Wesley Snipes. Why is this dude taking meetings with Wesley Snipes? You know what I mean? It was clear that he was trying to do something like that with a great crossover. And remember, we talked about this before we were even talking about the DC stuff. We were like, man, in Secret Wars, wouldn't it be crazy if we got Wesley Snipes' Blade in Secret Wars? You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be nuts? Wouldn't it be nuts to get Chris Evans as the Human Torch? You know what I mean? Wouldn't it be nuts to see Old Man Logan, Hugh Jackman, show up? Hell yeah. All that stuff sounds sick. The problem is, it would appear that DC is trying to beat them to the punch with this idea. So, I think what's going to happen is that Feige is going to maybe add a little bit more mustard onto that Doctor Strange 2. That Doctor Strange 2 might have a little bit more than he originally wanted from other Marvel properties via the multiverse. And he's going to crack open the multiverse in Doctor Strange 2 and show us these other realities to connect everything via the multiverse. And so this is why I tell everyone, even as a Marvel fan, and we have many Marvel fans here, even as a Marvel fan, you've got to be excited that DC is seemingly getting their shit together. You have to be. It is going to elevate even the content in the MCU. If Feige was going to piecemeal some of this stuff out, but DC's like giving us a damn buffet, and Feige's like, shit, I don't think I can piecemeal this out anymore. We really gotta deliver, and we gotta drop that shit in hot. That wouldn't happen unless DC had elevated, guys. So even as a stout Marvel fan, if you are a DC hater, if you're just like, no, it's Marvel. Even in that scenario, you've got to be pumped that DC is getting its shit together. It's going to make things really interesting and I believe much, much better for both parties. Both parties. And now let's get into the theater. I wanna hang out in the theater a little bit. Let's hang out a little in the theater. I want to go through DOS Reddit and show you guys some cool stuff. Come on in. Trickle into the theater. Trickle in. No shoving. And I know if anybody was over by Adam's chair, it's probably going to smell a little funky. You know what I mean? Like Adam's stuff, I don't know. I don't know what that dude Hey, I don't know what kind of activities Adam engages with, but all I know is that the cleaning crew, after Adam left the Den of Nerds Theater on Saturday, was like, yo, it's kind of funky over here. And I was like, oh, let me check this out. This is where Adam was. Whoa! Whew! Ah! Yeah. So it's a little rough. So apologies over there. All right, so let's look at some of this stuff, guys. I just want to go over some of this stuff with you. We'll spend like 10, 15 minutes here, and then we'll get into Q&A. I know everybody wants to get into Q&A, and we want to just chat. We want to chat about all of this crazy stuff that's going on, and we will get there, okay? Okay, so first up, some shots here, some concept art. It would appear that Nathan Fillion is playing Armfall Off Boy or the Detachable Kid. And I got to tell you, one of the most welcome surprises of DC fandom was the Suicide Squad panel. Not the panel itself, because it was just a bunch of celebrities that had been in quarantine too long, and that is just like, oh my God, that shit was horrible to watch. Super cringe, super awkward. But the behind-the-scenes Sizzler reel, dude, awesome. I'm super excited for freaking James Gunn's Suicide Squad now. It seems like it's going to be really big in scale. It has those returning characters and so many deep cuts. I don't know who Arm Fall Off Boy is, but I'm here for it. You know what I mean? I'm here for it. That's hilarious. Black Adam. Some Black Adam logo, you know. Looks good. I'm very excited about this. Okay, so this one's really interesting. I'm actually probably going to do a video on this. Well, I'm definitely doing a breakdown of the Batman trailer. And oh my God, Lavis is going to love this video. Oh my God, it's going to be horrible. I'm going to have to make a thumbnail with like myself with like the dunce cap on or something, because the trailer absolutely did change my mind about the movie. So I'm probably going to do like a sad face Josh, like that with the dunce cap on or something, and trailer proves Josh wrong or some shit on the thumbnail or whatever. But I will go into this in the trailer. It looks like they're doing Court of Owls. And if you really listen to a lot of what Matt Reeves said, which I know was hard because Adam wouldn't shut up about him doing cocaina. Adam. But one of the things Matt Reeves did say is that by going through this journey of this discovery with these clues and whatever's going on with the Riddler, he is going to discover his place in that, and where he, like, the verbiage used really made it seem like there's this bigger mystery to Bruce and to Gotham. Totally read to me like Court of Owls. I think it's Court of Owls, obviously, which is amazing, and I'm very excited for it. So over here, we got some stuff, old set photos that we think we know what they mean now for Suicide Squad. That's really cool. So is this Richard Kind in here? What do you guys think? That can't be Colin Farrell, right? Can't be. It is. It's pretty crazy. Let's see here. Okay, so this one's really interesting. Any ideas on any tea as to why Hawkgirl got cut out? So this was interesting. The Rock did post about we shouldn't be mad about Hawkgirl not being in Black Adam because we have Cyclone. He said that she was originally in the movie and got cut. So I don't know if that will Yeah, I don't know what that is about exactly, but yeah, there's no Hawk Girl in that movie, which is kind of interesting. You know, you do Hawkman and there's no Hawk Girl. It'd be really interesting. Colin Farrell Penguin here. Okay, yeah, so this was interesting. People talking about the look for the villains in the Batman. We'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit. Man, there's some crazy footage of Pattinson slapping people around here. This was really, really cool. Obviously. Like, how could you not like that? Here's the Batcave. Worst looking Batcave I've ever seen. Just being real. And we will get into that because there's plenty of stuff to shit on the Batman for. Plenty of stuff to shit on for the Batman. But I would be lying to you if I said I didn't like that trailer. That trailer was great. Let's see here. Is there anything else we really want to get into? I'm looking for... That is kind of funny. The Flash versus the Suicide Squad with the effects and all that. It is pretty funny. Hey, Flash's new suit. What do you guys think about Flash's new suit? I am not super pumped about I gotta be honest. I'm not super pumped about the concept art. I wish the concept art would show us more, but it is interesting that we have Michael Keaton Batman in the concept art. They just slipped that right past us. It didn't expect anybody to notice. Michael Keaton Batman behind him. If you lighten that image up, it's absolutely Keaton's armor. Or cowl or whatever. Yeah, people commenting about the Justice League. Yeah. Okay, I think that's I don't know. We could watch maybe some of the trailers before we get into Q&A. What do you guys want to do? I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to watch any of the trailers together? Do y'all want to watch some trailers? The Batman trailer? Batman? Just the Batman? Batman trailer? The Batman? I could watch the Batman trailer on loop. Jamming with Joey. Are we a DC channel now? Yeah, we are. 100%. 100% DC channel. I want to see Batman kill that guy again. All right, let's check it out. Pause the music, chat. Let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, you're the Batman trailer. Wait, what the hell? What the hell? This is not
the first trailer for the Batman from director Matt Reeves.
I don't want to hear what that stupid motherfucker's got to say. I don't care. I don't care. Shut up. Get out of my face. Shut your mouth. I never want to hear from you again. You're never welcome in the Nerdvengers Tower. Who is this? I want to know who this guy is. I'm going to troll that guy forever. Whoever that was from IGN, you done goofed. You done goofed. It's over for you.
Cottonelle flushable wipes break down like down there care with Cottonelle.
Here we go. Here we go, guys. Logoing. I mean, dude. So good. Beautiful shot. Interesting.
From your secret friend.
Underneath the bridge,
Who?
top has sprung a leak, and the animals I've trapped
Haven't a clue.
all become my pet.
Let's play a game. Just me and you. Any of this mean anything to you?
really interesting, dude. Like, I mean, it's just the mise en scène is just so good.
Why is he writing to you?
It's got like a 7 vibe to it. I heard people saying that online. I do think that's really cool.
If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
Really interesting.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Damn. That looks pretty cool.
Whoa! This guy's crazy.
Looks pretty cool.
You're a part of this too.
Yeah, you're a part of this too.
How am I part of it? You'll see.
Because the Wayne family's got connects to the Court of Owls, you dumbass. By the way, like, what was Winter Soldier doing at the end of this trailer? I mean, I'm really excited for Falcon and the Winter Soldier too, but it's just a really interesting choice for DC to put Winter Soldier at the end of this trailer. Yeah, I know. Pretty impressive. All right, let's get into Q&A, dude. I know. Let's just do it. Let's just do Q&A. Let's get it over with. Everybody, you like the Batman trailer? Robert Pattinson. All right, here we go. Let's get it over with. I wonder what you guys want to know about. Use ad blockers. Let the hate flow through you. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what you guys want to talk about. How about Wonder Woman trailer Cheetah? Okay, let's talk about Cheetah. Let's talk about Cheetah. I think Cheetah looks good, dude. I think Cheetah looks good. It's not... I missed a super chat. My bad. I wish it would... Where's the super chat? Where did I... Oh, Brian O'Connor. Hello, Dr. Fate. Appreciate the love, Brian. Thank you for the love. Yeah, dude, Dr. Fate. We'll talk about Dr. Fate. That shit's dope, dude. I thought Cheetah looked good. It's obviously just a few little CGI shots here and there. We'll have to wait and see for sure what it all looks like, but I was super concerned, and I'm less concerned. I think Cheetah looked good. What do you guys think? What is everybody's opinion of Cheetah? Cheetos looks good. They need to fix that face, bruh. I didn't think the face looked that bad. Cheetah looks good. Batman looks good. Maybe we should all be a little more positive about things at first. No. 100% wrong. Love you, Gray. Completely no. Nope. Nah. She looks better than busted ass Bruce Cullen. Oh shit. Oh shit. Cheetah looks classic Wonder Woman villain, not enough depth to carry a movie. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. I told you trust in Matt Reeves. You did. No, I want man baby Josh. All right, look. She'd look better with a choker necklace. Inside joke, Godfather. Nobody's going to get what you're saying. Am I doing a community stream tonight? Unfortunately not, Stormy. I'd love to do a community stream, but dude, we got so much content to knock out. I gotta give the Batman video. There's some Star Wars stuff I want to cover. There's Marvel stuff. Too much to do. No community stream this week. Sorry. Lavis gets it? Yeah, Lavis gets it. Look. All right, let's talk about the Batman a little bit. I'll give you guys some thoughts. I am doing a full video on this, though. So, like, there'll be a video on the channel where I'll really, like, get into my, my full thoughts about it. Bad Bruce Wayne, Peter Ferret asks. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? It would appear the biggest disconnect for many people. And by the way, let me just preface it by saying this. The reception to the Batman is overwhelmingly positive. Overwhelmingly positive. Many people, including myself, that were skeptical of that film, the trailer won them over. The trailer absolutely won me over. So let's just get that out of the way because, you know, people will ignore that I'm going to say that and think that I'm just continuing to be on the hater train. That's not true. But I will speak to a lot of the criticisms that people have. For instance, if you didn't see After Dark last week, which was Saturday night, if you didn't see After Dark, you gotta see After Dark. You've got to check it out. Lavis and Al, great show, great chemistry, and oh my God, Al Schuler was on fire. Al Schuler was on fire. Al Schuler, by the way, shit all over this trailer. And I thought it was hilarious. I was there for it. He shit all over it. Like, Al was literally like, hey, yeah, the Batman trailer, and I love it, man. He, like, let Lavis do his thing and all that, you know what I mean? And he's like, okay, well, here's my thing. And just shit all over it. It was amazing. Grade A content. Grade A content. So Bruce Wayne appears to be the biggest disconnect for people. And I get it. I get it. That Bruce Wayne looks awful, dude. But to me, it is, we have such little footage of it. There's not enough to make a full judgment on Bruce Wayne. But Bruce Wayne looks horrible. Like, make no mistake about it. This looks like an emo-ass dude who had been vacationing in Europe, like a Europe backpack wearing kind of dude. That's like super depressed. You know? He looks like freshman in college. Fucking, I can't believe all these world problems are happening, like emo douchebag. 100%. Now, if you don't understand why that's a problem, here's why that's a problem. Bruce Wayne is actually the costume. Batman is who Bruce is in his soul. Like, okay, let me give you an example. We're gonna take you to Batman school. Hey, man, baby, Adams, apples, are you watching? I'm about to teach you some things about Batman, Adam. Take some notes. Take some notes. Okay. One of my favorite moments in the animated series was an episode in which there was a character that was getting inside the head of Bruce Wayne. Now, this character was trying to manipulate Bruce and mess with him, okay? And he was putting thoughts into Bruce's head. And the way Batman realized this was happening, and the way he realized that there was a villain putting thoughts in his head, is because he doesn't call himself Bruce Wayne in his head. He doesn't say stuff in his head like, oh, come on, Bruce, you can do it. Or, Bruce, what were you thinking? No, it's Batman. He always refers to himself as Batman in his head because he's Batman. Bruce Wayne is the costume. And the costume of Bruce Wayne has to fool everybody. Bruce Wayne has to be so affluent, preppy, douchey, that nobody in their right mind would ever think, oh, that guy's Batman. That is the whole point of the Bruce Wayne persona. The whole point of the Bruce Wayne persona is to throw people off the trail. Nobody would ever think Bruce Wayne would be Batman. Ever. So the problem with a Batman Bruce version that we seem to be getting with the Batman trailer is that I think anybody with 2 cents would be like, I think that that really dour Bruce Wayne guy with the massive chin that's super depressed and emo, I think that guy is probably that Batman dude. 100%. So that's a potential problem with it. Not sure why you're calling me out. I never said any of this. Dude, come on. It's a joke. Relax. Don't be so sensitive. Jesus. What happened? What? Adam, are you okay? Are you all right? So that's a potential problem. Also, like, that Bruce Wayne doesn't look wealthy. Like, that bat cave that he has, it's like horrible, dude. It's horrible. Like, what is that? Is this Bruce Wayne really a billionaire? Is this Bruce Wayne really a billionaire, or is this dude poor? Is this a poor man's Batman? Is that why he's wearing the hockey pads? I don't know. I don't know, boys and girls. But yeah, so that's why people have a problem with the Batman. Mostly. I'll say this. The first time I saw the suit, it took me a second. I was like, that is hideous. When I saw the suit like in frame, I was like, that's hideous. And I especially didn't like his eyes in the cowl. There's something about his eyes in that cowl. I really don't like it. I really don't like it. But the way it's shot and the way that like Gavin, I love it, dude. I love it. Don't rage too hard though. We don't want your blood pressure to have a problem. But let the hate flow through you. So when I first saw that in frame, I was like, that looks whack. But dude, the beautiful thing about Matt Reeves, and I'll give a lot of credit here. The way he shoots it and brings us in cinematically, like, you can't hate it. You literally can't. Trust me, I would have if I could have. You can't. You can't. It's beautiful. It's dripping with beautiful cinematography. And also, and I mentioned this too, again, I'm going to do a video on it, and many of you right now are like, oh, he's shitting on the Batman. Don't you shit on my Batman. I love Bat Cullen. Just fucking calm down, okay? Just calm down. We're memeing on a Monday stream. Relax, okay? In the big video, I'm going to admit that I was wrong to way more people. So just chill. Okay? Chill. But I did say this while we were watching it live. Dude. It is such good cinematography, and a lot of the things that you take out of the movie, like if you just look at that shot, like if you did a PNG of that scene where they go to Bat Cullen and he's in the bat suit, and you erased out the background and all the lighting and just showed people it, they'd probably be like, this is horrible. Just like the Batmobile outside of the film looks horrible. And I stand by that. But in the film, in the cinematic language, it looks perfect. There's all these harsh angles. It's very noir. You know, the way that it's lit. The blue flame in the back of the Batmobile. Holy shit. Dude, it looks great. You can't deny that it looks great. And so it's really weird. This Batman movie is like... It's really interesting to me because... Like, I just can't tell. Like, is Matt Reeves a genius? Like, is Matt Reeves a genius? Because despite all of my trepidation and all the things that I'm not, like, super fond of, this trailer completely won me over, dude. I want to watch, and it's also very obvious why Warner Brothers would want more of this. You know, like we all were wondering. This is so weird that Warner Brothers would greenlight a Gotham PD show, and they've shot 25% of the film. That's really weird. It's pretty obvious why. That is very special, you know? Like, whatever they have going on there, man, it's special. So Matt Reeves, maybe he did a little bit too much cocaine for his presentation, and boy, he should have given some to Pattinson, because Pattinson came out stoned out of his mind and was like, I'm Batman, and I'd just like to say thanks to all the fans, and I promise you my stunt double will actually work out, and you know, it's everybody's just calmed down, and that was a really good blunt I just had, and hope everybody's enjoying DC fandom, you know. And Matt Reeves is like, welcome to DC fandom, the Batman, we're going to talk about this one. Yeah, really cool, awesome. Why did it take so long for Pattinson to beat up one thug? Answer, Josh, because he didn't hit the gym. If he had been under some freaking barbells, probably could have taken him out with one shot. You know what I mean? Had to slap him around a little bit. Oh, I love it. Yeah. That scene looks brutal. Yeah, that scene's awesome. I mean, you can't hate on that scene. That scene looks so good, dude. And you know what? Like, I'll just say this, since, you know, we've already, like, pissed everybody off. We've lost all of our members, and everybody's unsubscribing to the channel. Before you go, let me just say... So the thing that I think is so funny is, like, if I was one of those guys, and there are plenty of guys out there like this, right, that are just about narrative and stuff, and like essentially it would be easy for me to stick my feet, like, heels in, dig my heels in, and be like, no, the Batman trailer wasn't good. The Batman trailer is terrible, and that movie's still going to be a big, big problem. You know? I could definitely be like that if I wanted to. But I'd rather just be honest, dude. You know? Like, I'd rather just be honest. Don't worry, Josh. I'm going to subscribe to the new DC channel. Right on. I'd rather just be honest with how I feel. Gavin says, wait, you're not one of those people? Yeah, I know, right? You'd be surprised. Look, I know, like, all of you are all butthurt right now, but look, as soon as you see once you see the video we're going to release, you'll be like, ah, right. We're just memeing. We're just having fun. Man, I loved Al going in on this movie, though. I loved it, dude. I thought it was so funny, but I can't. I can't. It was amazing, dude. It looks incredible. Very excited for the film. They got points this weekend, but coming down from the high of FanDome, the only thing that leveled up was Justice League, which a lot of people didn't even know was happening. DC too deep in the hole. Hey, yo, we'll see, man. We'll see. I loved the Snyder Cut trailer. Loved it. We have a video up on the main channel breaking that down. It was so cool. You learned that from Grace. She likes to meme. Yeah, but she's super boomer with that. Like, Grace is like super boomer with her memes and internet culture stuff. She's not always on top of that. Okay, forgiven. At least you're honest about being wrong. Yeah. How does channel membership work? Can you have another group called the Justice Nerds? We're going to stick with Nerdvengers, but look, we obviously cover a lot of DC stuff, and there is going to be a hall of Nerdvengers and a Nerdvengers station, you know. So we're going to pull a lot from DC as well. We pull from DC and we pull from Marvel to create our Nerdvengers tower in the world and by which we chill. Josh would prefer him on top of something else. I must have missed what we were talking about there. Yeah, you did, Josh. Thinking you earned a Snyder badge, sir. Thinking you earned a Snyder badge. Huh? Am I missing something? Giggity. Steppenwolf looked great. Yeah. What about those games? They both look badass and totally fun to play. Yeah, Gotham Knights was the most surprising thing about the panel for me. Gotham Knights looked incredible. Incredible. So, pretty excited about that, dude. Gotham Knights looks hella good. The Suicide Squad versus Justice League thing, like, just being real, like, I need game footage, man. I need game footage. Who was the dude that looked like Corvus Glaive? So, apparently that's a torturer. One of Darkseid's, I think it's Desaad. That's what people were saying. One of Darkseid's torturers. Yeah. Can't wait to play as Red Hood and Nightwing. Dude, for real. And Tim Drake, too. Man. Good stuff. Yeah. Hopefully people don't think Suicide Squad footage was gameplay. I don't know. Maybe? Maybe? Your stream went down during the Snyder Cut trailer. It was too good for YouTube. Yeah, it was the song. The song triggered some algorithm stuff. I thought that song was perfect, by the way. And obviously a reference to the sex scene from Watchmen. If you didn't catch that, Zach purposely used that same music again. I think to imply finally coming to some kind of a climax, so to speak, for the Snyder Cut movement. Kind of cool. That's a great sex scene, too, by the way. I really want the Batman to be good, and I want Black Adam to be awesome. Too tired of DC putting out crappy movies with some expectations, but still majority of the crap with no direction. Yeah, no, look, the Batman movie looks incredible. Like, that trailer looks incredible. Don't get me wrong, just because I was trying to get Gavin triggered. It looks incredible. It's going to be great. And Black Adam, dude, I'm so excited for that. Dr. Fate? Dr. Fate? Come on now. Dr. Fate. Live action DCEU Dr. Fate. Woo! Woo! It's good stuff. Do not have high hopes for the Flash movie, said Kevin. I think the Flash movie is going to be cool. They didn't show Dr. Fate. He's going to be in Black Adam, Greg. Yeah. He's going to be in Black Adam. Yep. They talked about it. By the way, we should have a super cut coming out of like our huge stream. We did like the 8.5, 9 hour long stream with Adam and Ryan. Al popped in. Godfather popped in for a little bit. It was an incredible stream. Bashti made a super cut of that, and I'm going to be doing like some final touch edits on that, and I think that'll release this afternoon. So if you didn't catch the stream, but you want to see some of the fun we had, like all the different times I went to the bathroom and shit like that, you got to check out the super cut. I think it's going to be pretty fun. Did they drop any information on the future of the Joker franchise? They did not. They did not. Can we watch the Snyder Cut trailer? See, that one's really tricky, dude. I don't really want to watch the Snyder Cut trailer because we'll get dinged again. The video I did yesterday got dinged, dude. The Snyder Cut video, the trailer reaction that we dropped yesterday, which is doing well. People are enjoying that vid. It's not making any money. They hit it before it even came out. Warner Brothers hit it, and I was just like, fuck it, dude. I'm just going to release it. Like, normally I wait or I'll try to edit that out or whatever because it's really bad for the videos, you know? But, like, they grabbed it. Yeah, because what'll happen, Lavis, is, like, they'll let it play, and then they'll steal all the money. It's fucking stupid. Snyder is absolutely embarrassing. But, yeah, no. You guys waste 4 months of subscription on it and defend it with your lives so you don't have to hate yourselves over it. Danny, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm gonna slap you silly like that goddamn Robin meme, motherfucker. That trailer was incredible. That trailer was incredible, dude. I've honestly, like... The whole everybody hating on well, you know what, that to be fair, I would have to see really what the reception is fully to the Snyder Cut. I think that the Snyder Cut reception was pretty good. I feel like the Snyder Cut got majorly overshadowed by Batman. You know, look, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, dude. The Batman trailer was absolutely the biggest thing to come out of FanDome. Absolutely. It absolutely was. It's such a good thing for that film too. And it's really interesting because at a time when there was, you know, the Affleck news that came out that week, and then there was you know, the Keaton news. This is all coming out in the trades months before. That was really where the buzz was at. And a lot of people in the Snyder community and things like that are like pretty hyped on it, right? For the Batman to come out and nail this trailer the way that it did and solidify that, like, this is the big push for DC, it was very successful. So in that sense, I think you're absolutely right. I wouldn't disagree with that. I think the Batman came out as the most, like, impressive and loved thing from it. But, you know, for me, the Justice League trailer was incredible, dude. The Justice League trailer, if you can't see how just the amount of scenes that you see in the Justice League trailer are clearly showing you how absolutely radically different Zack's cut will be compared to Whedon's cut, then you need to get your eyeballs checked, dude. For real. You know? And a lot of you peeps is just haters, dude. You're just haters. You're just Snyder haters. And almost no matter what would have been shown, I feel like you guys just would have hated. For real. I hope they put it in theaters. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. Wonder what Scott Mendelson is up to. Yeah. Uxas looks cool, but I can't wait to see the final form Darkseid. Yeah, for sure. And I think even Uxas needs some work, dude. And dude, there were people commenting on my vid being like, that Uxas looks better than Thanos. And I was just like, I wanted to just be like, dude, full stop. Full stop. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Every ripple in Thanos' nutsack chin looks better than that Uxas. And I'm not trying to be that guy. But that just shows, like, the FanDome, fanboy, you know, kind of cognitive dissonance. No. Yeah, they're still working on the CGI and having to do it all remote. Yeah, for sure. 100% agree. 100%. Someone said that Darkseid looks like Clay. A little bit. I'd agree with that, yeah. Didn't hate it, but I feel like Snyder's understanding or lack thereof of certain characters I grew up with, loving, makes it hard to be completely behind him. Yeah, I get that. Greg. I think this is it's actually a very similar thing with the Batman, I think, actually. Because, like, Matt talked about taking Bruce, creating the legend, getting him to be the hero, the icon, the mythic status character that we know him to be, but it's going to take some time to get there. Okay? And that's exactly what Zack's going to do. Well, that's what he wanted to do, right? Was to get us to that status with these characters. Take them through more realistic journeys to get them to be the characters that we know and love. And so, in my opinion, it's like, yeah, I'll give Zack the benefit of the doubt on that. Hopefully we can get there. And I'll also give Matt Reeves the benefit of the doubt on that as well. I think Zack has a better understanding of the characters than what more people think. Most people think, Greg, says Trev. I think he understands the comics pretty well, but I also think he's not really interested in doing the comic book thing. Like, he's absolutely... Like, when the shot he took at Mendelsohn was interesting because it shows the psyche of Zack. Like, he's really making this for adults, and he knows his fan base, and he knows, like, what he wants to make. And it's not for everybody. I totally get it, dude. I totally get it. It's not for everybody. But it's just brilliant that we get to now see that vision. I think it's, like, dude, it looks so much different. You guys are so fucking blind if you can't see how different that shit looks. And it'll be incredible to see that in its final form. Oh, my God, dude. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I hope it gets to continue. I hope they get to continue that stuff, man. And keep doing that. Because it shouldn't have to retract from anything. The deal, they have, they have the multiverse. They can do Bat Cullen and keep the Bat Cullen thing going. And then they can do Zack Snyder stuff. And they don't really even need to compete. You know what I mean? Snyder Cut trailer gave me the feels. Endgame level of feels. Dude, for real. For real. Oh, you never watched Joss's version? Good for you. I've only seen Joss's version once, and I'll never watch it again. So I want to just try to remove it from my memory as much as possible. Gotta sleep. Later, Zach. Appreciate you, man. Mike says, what? Endgame feels? Really? Yeah, I got some feels, man. He knows the comics, but isn't interested in following them. You know what the strength of the multiverse is? Yeah. DC stuff was fine, but honestly, as soon as Marvel drops literally anything, I'm dropping DC like a bad habit, says the Silent Smurf. Heard that. Boy, the bar has been lowered, says Mike. Oh, man. With DC fandom success, will Feige bring RDJ sooner, says Will Bonin. Thank you for the love, Will. Appreciate that. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about that recently. One of the things too, let's trigger the Marvel fans the whole way today. If you're a Marvel fan and you've been like on the edge, some of the things I've been saying are triggering, or you're like Gavin and everything I'm saying is triggering. This is really going to trigger you, what I'm about to say. This is really going to trigger you. Lean in, Marvel fans. I'm about to trigger the fuck out of you. As much as I hate to admit it, Lavis made a really good point on After Dark. And his point was, Marvel has already announced everything that's going to be happening in the next couple of years. There's no big surprises. There's no big surprises. If anything, we know that some of these things, we'll learn more about them, the properties, the projects, and things like that. But there's no surprises. They are sort of backed into a corner where their canon, the thing they've hung their hat on for the past 10 and a half years, might actually work to restrict the content. We will not see Iron Man in live action maybe ever again. And if we do, it will only be in a few certain places. Maybe eventually they'll bring Robert back, but everybody knows that's probably a long way off and possibly never. We are literally going to get, within the next couple of years, 3 different Batmen in live action. 3 of them. So while Marvel will not have an Iron Man, you will not see Iron Man in live action. And if you do, it'll be sprinkled throughout. You are going to get 3 different live action Batmen. You're going to get so much Batman. You're going to get so much Superman. You're going to get so much. And so DC has turned around and decided, oh, people love Batman. People love live action Batman. Let's give a bunch of versions of it. Give a bunch of them. And by the way, they're all canonically connected via the multiverse. And so Marvel's original leverage and the thing that they have done very, very well, we get 3 different Spider-Men. That's true. That's true, Hector. That's fair. Fair play. Marvel, their canon has restricted them. They're actually unable to really shock or surprise us for a while. And hey, Kendall says, but we will get Fantastic Four and X-Men. Yes, we will. But do you know what the timeline is? Currently, the timeline for X-Men is 5 years away. 5 years away. Just saying. Just saying. Five years. Maybe longer now, because they just took a year off. So it could be longer. Do you guys understand? We'll be into Batman Beyond by then. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're literally not wrong, dude. Lady Mongol. Let's just wait until the final DC product comes out. People are burying Marvel over some trailers. Yeah, but that's the game. That's the game. That's the game. We were supposed to have Flashpoint by now. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think it will be 5 years before we get mutants, though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you're not getting X-Men for probably 5 years. Ezra chokeslammed that timeline. Beautiful. Yeah, but wouldn't we want to see these things planned out? We've been complaining about Marvel Studios not planning out. Oh, sorry. We've been complaining about studios not planning out shit. I don't know if that is a bad thing from Marvel. Of course it's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. I love Marvel. And I love the MCU. I think what the MCU has done is incredible. But the MCU has gotten to a point where it needs to evolve and adjust. And DC might have found the perfect opportunity to change the game. I want DC to catch up. I want to be just as excited about DC content because it will force Marvel to give us more, better, sooner. What if DC coming out hard, doing crazy, gets us the X-Men 3 years earlier? Would that not be a win? That would be a win. And Marvel, or rather DC, didn't even announce Keaton or Ben Affleck's return. Do you understand how mind-blowing that is going to be? Mando Season 2 trailer will silence everything. Mando Season 2 trailer would. Yeah, absolutely. Marvel just didn't adapt to this pandemic very well enough. Yeah, I mean, look, you're right. You're right. X-Men, Midnight Suns, Fantastic Four, Doom, Kang, Galactus. Yeah, dude, can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait, dude. Josh, can we get a quick fuck Joss Whedon? Absolutely. Fuck you, Joss Whedon. You big bald-headed fuck. DC's multiverse of movies could also help MCU branch out from the single reality they've been in. Yep, agreed. 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 Trinity, are you streaming today? Greg Baker, your analogies are great. Let's see here. Let's see what Greg said. That's got Danny all hyped up. I suppose one could look at it that way. In my experience, though, uncertainty isn't the spice. It's the bone you didn't realize you just swallowed and you've started to choke on. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But I mean, let's be real. Like, the game right now is building hype. That is what the game is. That's what they are. They are in the business. They are in the business of building hype. Aaron, thank you so much for the super chat. It says, thanks again to Josh, Adam, and all involved in that marathon stream. Was dope to hang out for so long, minus the Titans hate and weird out. It was great to hang out for so long and weird out the wife. Yeah. No, it was an incredible stream, dude. I had a blast. I had a blast hanging out with you guys. I really did. It was great. There should be a 3 months badge, Brian, and if it's not in there, I'll fix it up and I'll get that sorted today. I am willing to wait for the story to evolve. Marvel is more individual franchise. It's about the overarching story, which Marvel has made so special about the MCU. Josh, with all caps. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Ezra is saving women and not choking. Yeah. No, that's fair. I love that he saved Iris. And I think Barry is like there's a little bit in the Snyder trailer, but like at the end when he's talking about the different worlds, that felt like an actual Barry Allen Flash, you know? When he's actually saving people, I think he's going to be heroic. It's going to be so different than Joss's take on it, I think. Crazed Panda coming in with a super chat says, tuned in on SAT, really enjoyed the stream. Keep up the great work. P.S. Feige better bring it ASAP. I can't handle all this DC talk. Heard that, Crazed Panda, and thank you for being there, man. Really appreciate it. Kerchief Amp at the super chat says, I think I will enjoy both Marvel and DC. Yeah, me absolutely as well. 100%, Dan. Love it. Hey, Josh, is the Whedon hate all about the Fisher controversy? I don't really hate Whedon. Look, somebody asked me to say that about Whedon, and I said it. I don't hate Whedon. I actually like Whedon, and I like his stuff a lot. And I think that one of the things that sucks is, like, he could have come over and done some cool stuff with the X-Men, and I don't know if that'll happen now. So I don't personally hate Whedon because of the Ray Fisher stuff. In my opinion, I think Whedon was also a victim in that situation. But Whedon, I mean, that movie just sucks, dude. That movie sucked so hard. But it's probably like a lot of like Kevin Tsuchihara and other people at Warner Brothers. It's probably their fault. But I don't hate on Joss, no. Why everyone hating on DC like they haven't come out with great content for years before Marvel came back? Yeah, that's fair. I think that's a fair take. Look, here's the thing that's really funny, and I didn't expect this stream to get as contentious as it is, and I usually just feed off of like your guys' energy and stuff like that, and some of you guys are straight up upset. But it's so funny to me. There's so much division, right? So even in the DC community, there's division between the Batman and the Snyder Cut. It's like we can't have nice things, right? We can't have nice things. Danny's got to come in and be like, that didn't look that different to me. It's all the same actors. Snyder Cut ain't different. That's Danny Orange. And then, you know, there's other people from Justice League Snyder Cut side of things being like, oh, dude, Bat Cullen and that Bruce Wayne looks whack AF. You know what I mean? Like, dude, oh my God, the Batman looks horrible. The Punisher Batman, oh my God, that ain't my Batman. I can't wait for more Batfleck. It's like, fuck. Can we not like all the things? And the Marvel versus DC hate, I think it's really funny, but honestly, it's great. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's going to be so fun to watch it evolve, too. Because I would really like DC to get back in there, man. I would really like DC to be so good that it's an actual debate between Marvel and DC. Because as much as I like DC and all that, like, DC's had some really good stuff, but what Marvel has done is completely eclipsed everything that DC has done before, including Nolan's stuff. I like Nolan's stuff, but dude, it just really doesn't hold a candle to the MCU. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't hold a candle to it. For real, for real. You told Gray no, Josh. That's true, I did. That's true. I had the option. Gray, such a sweet lady, was like, maybe we can all get along and like all the things. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. No. That's fair. Yeah, I did do that. Bad Josh. Nobody puts Gray in the corner. Sarcasm. Can't believe Batfleck deflected bullets in the trailer. That's totally a Cap move. Yeah. DC definitely eclipsed Marvel when it comes to acting. What? Really? Josh, you big bully. I know. I'm such a bully. We need that dick face emoji right now. Yeah, we definitely do. We definitely do. Chris says, Josh, you think Affleck is doing an appearance in Flash to erase his Batman and say goodbye? Or you think it depends on Snyder Cut's success on Affleck doing more? Yeah, that's an interesting question. So this is one of the big things that I can't figure out. It does appear that Affleck is just coming in to do a goodbye. It's just a cameo. He's saying goodbye to his character, and that's awesome. But there are some people out there, like, this is one of the things that, like, I actually disagree with Lavis about. Because, like, Lavis is like, oh, it's just a cameo. Oh, he's just coming in. It doesn't really mean that much. Oh, my God. That's so incorrect. It's, like, crazy how wrong that thinking is. Because for him to sign up, you know, show up on set, do multiple days of filming, be there for interview questions, be there for the press junkets, be there at Comic-Con, to be involved, again, with DC is all of the things people said would never happen. Everybody was like, he would never do that, even if it's just a cameo. He would never do it. The reason people said that it would never happen is because of all the ancillary commitments that come with just doing a cameo. And so the door is completely wide open for Affleck to do more stuff. However, I don't know. Like, nothing about what's going on right now indicates to me that he will come back and do a bigger role. Now, what Grace said was that Warner Brothers is super interested in doing a Batfleck something on HBO. But that Ben is just not there yet. He's not there yet with it. It's interesting. I don't know. I'd really like that to happen, and I'd like him to I don't know. I really don't know. Like they could back up the money truck. I think Look, we're currently in a weird situation where, unfortunately, a lot of the people that supported the Snyder Cut online via tweets did not actually sign up for HBO Max. That's just the truth. HBO Max numbers are abysmal. Horrible. So, a lot of talk and not a lot of walk from the Snyder Cut fans. And if you're a Snyder Cut fan, and you don't have HBO Max, like, what the fuck are you doing? Honestly. You should be embarrassed. You know? It's like y'all made so much noise. And then you didn't back it up. So, if we don't get Batfleck on HBO Max, in some ways, actually the Snyder Cut fans' fault. I won't sign up till it's actually released. Maybe there'll be a lot of people like that. Maybe there'll be a lot of people like that. So that's a possibility, and I understand that, especially, you know, given the economic shutdown and stuff like that, like money's tight. I totally get it. I respect that. If next year, right before it comes out, their subscriptions spike and it does like really, really well, I will be like, okay, cool. Snyder Cut fans showed up. But I just don't personally get that shit. If you were a Snyder Cut fan, it was obvious that given that little olive branch from AT&T, what they desired from you was $15 a month for the rest of your life. It was obvious that's what they wanted. Okay? So, you know, again, I understand where some people are coming from. HBO Max is not international. I know. That's on them, though. That shit is just totally on them. That's whack. But, like, I gotta be honest. If you have disposable income and you are a Snyder Cut fan and you didn't sign up for HBO Max, you are literally hurting your movement. You are. You just are. Like, I don't know what else to say. And there's no, like, real applicable thing for me. Like, I couldn't think of anything that would really make me... Like, I can't really think of a comparative example for something that I would really enjoy. Okay, here's an example. Dragon Ball. Okay? If Dragon Ball, if Toriyama came out today and Shueisha and everybody came out and said, we're bringing back the Dragon Ball anime. And we're putting it on this new Crunchyroll Max. And the whole idea is like they said that the Dragon Ball anime would never come back. They would never come back. And all of a sudden, the company came out and said, hey, look, we are making the Dragon Ball anime. We're bringing it back to the fans. It's coming out next year on Crunchyroll Max. And by the way, Crunchyroll Max comes out next month. I would absolutely get Crunchyroll Max and support it even well before the anime came out. 100%. Adam G says, you want people to spend a year's worth of subscription for Snyder Cut when it's not available. I don't want them to. AT&T wants them to. AT&T, who came in and bitch slapped up Warner Brothers executives and created something that people thought was impossible, that validated a movement that was panned online, considered borderline a hate group, to do something that is completely unprecedented in the entertainment industry, to literally change the game and shake things up in a way that was thought impossible. Yeah. AT&T is asking for your $15 a month. Now, again, I get the point. The shit ain't out yet. You know what I mean? Shit ain't out yet. I get it. By the way, I've had HBO Max since launch. I love it. I watch it all the time. I do think it's overpriced, though. I definitely think it's overpriced. But that's the move, man. That's how you're supposed to support that shit. Josh is making me sick, said Danny. Hey, see you, Danny. Much love, man. Much love. Take care. Much love. Sorry Adam was mean to you today. They can take the $15 out of the obnoxiously high cell bill that they send me every month. Who's that? AT&T? If you have Comcast, it's free. HBO looks at the date of the announcement and correlates that with the increase of subscribers. By not subscribing, you're telling them that the announcement did nothing. Yeah. I mean, look, it's I understand Adam's point, by the way. Like, it's kind of crazy. I feel the same way about goddamn Disney Plus, to be honest with you. I feel the same way about Disney Plus. You know the last time I opened up the Disney Plus app? I don't remember. And it's just getting my $7 a month. It's just getting my $7 a month. Been waiting forever for Marvel content. No sign of Marvel content on there. Mando's great. And I'll probably do a rewatch through Mando again. Ooh, Tron's great, Hector. Love that movie. But Disney Plus is just collecting my $7 a month, and I do not feel like it's worth it right now. Yeah, but it's only $7. That's totally fair, Brian. It's at a very nice price point. I think HBO Max needs to cut their price for sure. For sure. You're welcome for being a content machine, even when I'm behind a keypad. Thanks. I have 2 kids, so it's worth it. Yeah, a lot of people say that for sure. People were already paying for HBO Go at $15. Yeah, for sure. I was. So for me, it made perfect sense to just slip over there into DC land. Look, I'm just being real. Like, I'm not telling you, by the way, that it's fair. Dude, I tore through Gargoyles when I first got Disney Plus. I'm not telling you it's fair. I'm telling you this is simple economics. AT&T is spending probably upwards of $100 million to make the Snyder Cut, to make that happen for a bunch of fans. The most engaged fan base ever. The most engaged fan base ever. And they couldn't even get 5 million subscriptions? I don't know. I'm going to have to come on a morning show and point out when you're wrong when you say stuff. When was I wrong today? You know what? That would actually be a great segment. Yo, Lavis, talk to me. Listen. Talk to me, listen. What am I talking about? Look, what was that? There's a show on ESPN like that where at the end of the show, like either someone else or the same person comes on and gets handed the fact check sheet of all the things that were wrong. And so, like, would it be kind of funny if we did a little segment or something where we cut to PTI? Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if we got a little segment like that and then we cut to Lavis and Lavis comes on and he's like, okay, so here's all the things that Josh got horribly wrong today, and just like went through a list of all the things that I got wrong, and then I just have to like react to it or whatever. It'd be kind of funny, huh? I'm here for the Josh is wrong segment. Everybody's here for that, dude. Everybody loves it when I'm wrong. Look, I can't believe I have to make this the Batman video later. Everybody's going to be so happy about it. Kendall Davis says they fucked up and listened to the loud voices of a few angry folks wanting the Snyder Cut. Maybe you're right, dude. Maybe you are right. HBO Max is such an interesting story. I think it really is just price, because I think the UI on HBO Max is way better than almost any service out there. I think it's better than Netflix. I think it's better than Disney Plus. I think it was better than fucking Hulu. I think it's better than Amazon Prime. Way better than Amazon Prime, by the way. Their UI is dog shit. So HBO Max, incredible with the UI. The content's great. It has so much content on there. Like, it has so much content on there. It's crazy. I do think the DC Universe thing was a mistake, because like they had, like, that was just so boneheaded. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, I'm going to give a lot of the Snyder Bros a pass. Because holy shit, dude. The HBO Max DC Universe thing, the fuck? How are they going to, why did they do that? Why did they do that? That was really stupid. Which Green Lanterns do you think will be in the Snyder Cut? Just Hal, probably. Well, some older ones too, but then Hal. If anything, it'll be Hal in the future. Became HBO Go was its own thing, and DC Universe was its own thing. $7 for DC EU right. Trevor, are you having a seizure? Are you okay? Snyder Cut movement paid millions for billboards and posters and plain signs, but can't subscribe to the platform. Ouch. Ouch. Stroke. Need that blood pressure medication. Get the fucking medication, dog. Jesus. For us in Canada, we have to subscribe to Hulu for $20 a month. Then fork out what I think is another $20 for the HBO Max add-on. Is that real? Is that true? Is that true? It's Crave here? What? Trev, talk to me. Is that true? Crave is HBO here? Hector says it's embarrassing that the only Marvel news right now is being made for Sony. Yeah. Yo, take it easy. Take it easy, Greg. See you later, brother. I think we are getting Kyle and not Hal. Hey, look, I'd be down with Kyle. I like Kyle. Very emotional, much like me. I feel a lot of kinship to Kyle. Rainer is a very emotional person, much like me, as you guys can tell. I get very emotional. I'm all about love, It's all true, every word except for the lies. Indeed. I need clarification on this Hulu thing, man. Is that real? They're trying to fleece people for $40 a month? Holy shit. Doesn't Kyle Rayner become a god in the comics? Well, he can tap into all of the powers of the emotional spectrum. So I believe there is a point where he's able to use all of the rings, including the white. I think it's even he can use white, black, and the colored rings of the spectrum, like all at the same time. Kyle is a beast, dude. Google TV is $45 a month. Yeah, I know. I don't do Google TV though. I did for like a little bit. Man, that is whack about Crave. That's all. Like, how are they gonna make it different in HBO? Man, I gotta see what this is. HBO Max is called Crave. That's stupid AF, dude. That is stupid AF. It should just be HBO Max, dude. What is going on? Like, why don't they have HBO Max just... They gotta figure that out, dude. That's horrible. That is horrible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're gonna call it there. It's been a great Marvel Monday. I know all the Marvel fans came in and immediately got triggered and are checked out. Tomorrow's a DC Tuesday, though, so we'll be talking about DC tomorrow. Should be real fun. Thank you. HBO Max free if you have HBO through cable and sat? Really? That's interesting. Wait, did I miss the Silver Surfer news? Nah, man, there ain't no Silver Surfer news. 2 days of DC. Yeah. Well, hey, look, Feige could always change that if he, did anything. So I would love to talk. Everyone remember to subscribe to the new DC channel. Indeed. Just ordered the Snyder Cut hoodie. That's awesome. I might get a shirt. That's good stuff. Definitely good stuff. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for the love. Lots of good videos hitting the main channel. We'll be streaming back tomorrow. It's going to be a good week, okay? Thanks a lot for being here, guys. You guys are awesome. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.